5-6. ¿Qué, reina? ¿Por qué está cogiendo las pesas? Come on, Francis. Quédate con los niños.
Ahí donde ya. Now, I don't know how many of you are here, but you know, those junior under 14 and under 18 who have not won or been runners-up, we've got a commemorative medal for them. So, you know, they can come forward if any of them are here. Otherwise, just spread the word and they will...
La cara de Rabbit.
Now we go to...
Hello.
Hurry up, they're burning, mate.
Yes, please,
Great.
And the winner, Juan Carlos Lopez. And the winner, Mali Montiel.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Guitar for the king. Rayberg. And Matt Rice.
dicen groups. Soy
Stay there, Julian.
And the Gibraltar Sports Rugby Association Open champion is Team Ghana, sorry.
Sorry,
This is my first time to Gibraltar. Myself and Julian have had a great time here. I'd like to thank the club for hosting the event. Obviously without a venue, it's not possible to have an event. You've got great facilities here. You never know when you go to a new place what you're really going to. Some places, you know, there's loose floorboards and it's just unbelievable conditions. Here the courts are fantastic. It's a pleasure to play on. So I really, commend you on your facilities here. I'd like to thank Victor for running the tournament. As far as I can tell, it's gone very smoothly. You can never tell. Maybe it's been trouble behind the scenes, but it's gone wonderfully in front of them. It has. Is that what you're right I'd also like to thank, obviously, Benson Hedges for sponsoring the event. Without a sponsor, it's not possible to put on an event where you're going to get professional players like myself and Julian coming on too. So it's great for them to put up the prize money to encourage players to come out to places like Gibraltar. Lastly, really just a personal one, a big thank you to Dev Pritchard. I mean, I only met him a couple of months ago and he was the first one that sort of suggested about coming out to Gibraltar. I didn't even really know that the tournament was on. Now I can go away and tell everyone what a great event it is and hopefully promote squash in Gibraltar. So I mean, I think it really is down to him. He's looked after himself and Julian superbly while we've been here. So really just a big round of applause for him. And then enjoy the barbecue and see you next year. Thank you.
Julian, get on. Thank you. Harry, grab a trophy. Anybody else? Thank you. Okay.
Been on the Rock all week and they've been taking part in our Open and it's certainly provided a new dimension. They are Tim Garner and Julian Wellings. Let's enjoy the action now from the final of the Benson & Hedges Open. Well, before that we're going to be looking at some of the action from the junior final, the under-18s, and this between Wesley Fernandez and Francis Murray. Now these two young players have been playing very well over the past year or two, I dare say, and they are really the future for the sport on the Rock. There are other youngsters who also took part in the under-18 competition, and indeed there were quite a few who also took part in the under-14s competition, and they're the ones we can look forward to seeing in the future competing against all and sundry in future Open championships and of course the closed championships, which usually precedes the Open. Well, a great match between these two. Wesley Fernandez in the end came out winner over Francis Murray. And incidentally, in the juniors under-14 final, it was quite an occasion for the Viñales twins, Ivan and Francis, two lads who actually were introduced to the sport by Father Ivan, a keen player himself, and the two youngsters reaching the final, and it was actually Ivan who beat Francis to take that particular title. So a healthy future for local squash if we can look upon these youngsters now taking part in the big competitions in order to develop their game. And following the youngsters, the big final itself. Tim Garner in the grey T-shirt playing that backhand there, and with the yellow T-shirt, Julian Welling. Tim Garner, incidentally, ranked 26th in the world, and Julian Wellings ranked 50th at the last count. Both professional squash players, and what an exhibition of squash they gave everybody up at the Squash Club premises at the Squash Association down by South Barracks. A full house, it has to be said, very, very well attended. The competition itself was very well attended, and we'll be able to highlight the results of that later on during the presentation ceremonies. Suffice to say that these young men train for hours every day, not only on the courts, but out on the roads, pounding the roads, and in the gym. And the appreciative crowd at the squash premises, very, very knowledgeable crowd, I dare say, really, really enjoyed what was going on that centre court, as one would have it. Well, unfortunately, tonight's program doesn't allow for too much action from these two gentlemen, but hopefully we'll be able to bring you an extended version of this final so that we can see their skills at a future date this summer, when we'll be able to enjoy these two highly skillful and competitive squash players. So over to the presentation ceremony, and this was done by Minister for Sport, Mr. Ernest Brito, and here the Viñales twins, runners up, and the winner. This is the winner, Ivan. Really can't tell them apart, can you? But on the right was Ivan, the winner. This is the winner of the under-18s, Wesley Fernandez, and there were also commemoration medals being given to everybody in that young competition who took part. Malcolm Smith, we saw there earlier. Julio Peire, who lost out to Barry Brindle here in the B competition. Juan Carlos Lopez, who beat Neil Miller in the A competition. Ladies runners-up, Michelle Quaifi and Marie Montegrifo, who eventually won her event. So it was good to see Marie again on top of her game. Also, little envelopes going out to losing semi-finalists, Victor Camilleri, of course our own Peter Wilkie. He also received one. And this is another losing semi-finalist in the major, Stuart Likudi and Dave Hickman. But here's the runner-up of the Open, Julian Wellings, and the winner, Tim Garner, receiving his prize money and lovely trophy from Minister for Sport, Ernest Brito. And the appreciative crowd there, and the last photo shoot for the winner and runner-up. Tim, congratulations. Enjoy the match?
I always enjoy winning. It was a tough match, so towards the end we were both quite tired. It's very hot on there, so maybe the enjoyment lessened a little bit until the finishing point. But yeah, I always enjoy winning, so it was a good match.
Well, Julian seemed to have the upper hand in the early games. He went 2-1 up. What actually spurred you on to win the next two to finish it off?
Always when your back's to the wall, you tend to play a little bit better. I knew the fourth game was crucial. He'd come out very fast and played very well, and I felt if I could take the fourth, then I would hopefully run away with the fifth, which in the event was what happened. But I just felt I had to dig in and try and change things and maybe play a little bit safer and make him go for it.
Julian, not a bad player, is he?
No, he sticks in there. I mean, I went for it a bit in the beginning. Figured that if it went to a fifth game, I was going to struggle because I went for an early pace, and in this heat, it can be a bit draining.
That was very noticeable. You're beginning to wane in the early stages of the fifth.
Yeah, I think the fourth was crucial. It was very close. I think it was 15-13, and it's just a matter of confidence as well. I mean, momentum was with Tim. You know, he's a strong lad, and you know, I knew he was going to keep going and keep pressuring, and I just he had the upper hand in the fifth, and I was out of it by then.
Well, great entertainment. What did you think of the tournament, the facilities generally?
The facilities have been fantastic. This is my first time to Gibraltar, and often when you come to new places, the facilities aren't always up to scratch. I mean, the courts here are wonderful. They've got 4 great courts. The show court has wonderful seating for many, many people, and the conditions were just perfect for squash, really.
Coming back next year to defend the title, probably?
Yeah, I definitely hope so. I've really enjoyed my stay here this year. Both myself and Julian have had a great time. Everyone's made us feel very welcome in Gibraltar. I feel good vibes from the place, so I'd love to be back next year.
Julian, you'll be back next year to beat him?
I'm back for revenge next year, definitely. Yeah, that'd be great. I mean, there's a lot of enthusiasm here, and it's nice to come and play in such a place where there's, you get a lot of feedback from good squash, and I'd love to come back.
Thanks very much, guys. See you in 12 months, hopefully.
Okay, great. Look forward to it. Cheers, goodbye.
Well, just before we finish, a very familiar face here for the past 4 years. He's actually won the tournament, Stuart Ligoudi. Stuart, not so easy this year.
No, a couple of my colleagues, when I was a professional player, decided to come out this year. It's always hard to give up a title, but I'm always delighted to, if it's going to be to two guys who produced the quality of final that we saw for the people of the club. So, no sour grapes at all.
Are you going to be back next year, though?
Absolutely. I'll always be back. The past few years, I've had a difficult time playing top-class squash. I really want to try and get back into it, and I'm making an effort now. So hopefully I'll be back next year to give these guys a better game than I did this year.
Well, there you have it. Strong words from Stuart Ligoudi. No doubt he'll be looking forward to coming back next year. We look forward to having Stuart, Tim, well, just about all of them, Julian, and perhaps even more pros next year to make it even more interesting, competitive. I'm sure Stuart won't enjoy it, but there you go. The quality of the squash can only go one direction, and that's up. And these guys coming over here are certainly going to help towards it. That's it for now.